ちは、皆さん。I'm Great Oka United Empire。今日は試合があった。そして彼がエンパイアの応援してくれるってよ。みんな、ブローキンテーブルポッドキャストよろしく。
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Broken Tables Podcast, episode number 39. This is our Double or Nothing Broken Predictions show. We are going to be making our predictions tonight on the pay-per-view this Sunday, Double or Nothing, out of Las Vegas. I am here with my co-host, Rome. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing great.
Awesome.
Defending my championship tonight,
Defending that title. And we are also here with our special guest host, Forrest. How you doing tonight, man?
I want that title.
Yeah, we both do. All right, so let's go ahead and get us started. Rome, take it away.
All right. Well, so first let's go over the buy-in. We have one match announced. We have Hookhausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. I'm going to have this kind of set up in a way we're going to alternate who goes first. Forrest, you're the guest, so you are going to take us into this first one with your prediction.
Cool, thank you. This one's easy. Hookhausen. That tag team is the Philadelphia crowd's child. Like we made that happen. We were there. We were there when Hookhausen. I can't in my heart not pick Hookhausen, even though they totally are gonna win. But I just even if I had doubts, I'd still pick them.
All right, Jeff.
I am 100% with Forrest there. Hookhausen all the way.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm also definitely taking Hookhausen. I mean, like you said, the team was born here in Philly. We were the ones that gave it life. It's an awesome team. The training vignette that they had the other day last week was awesome and hilarious at the same time. And yeah, definitely going Hookhausen. So we have a straight right there, Hookhausen right now.
All right.
All right. Next up, we have the first of the Owen Hart finals in the Owen Hart tournament. It is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Ruby Soho. Jeff, the floor is yours, sir.
Oh, man, I am very torn on this match of who is going to win because, Britt is basically their Charlotte. Like, she is just their number one star. She's Tony's golden girl. But Ruby is getting her push, and they've kind of positioned her in a way where I feel like she's going to get this win. So I am actually going to go with my heart on this one, and we are going to say Ruby Soho.
Okay, Ruby Soho for Jeff. So for me, I'm also a little torn on this one. I think that... So before Rampage tonight, if you told me it was going to be Ruby Soho and Britt Baker, I would have went Ruby Soho. However, I'm wondering, is Tony Khan going to try to course correct here and not let Ruby win this match because she was booed? And like that's where my thought is going, because originally I do have Ruby Soho penciled in, but I don't know if I'm not changing it yet. I'm gonna, I'm gonna lock it in with Ruby Soho. I'm gonna think that she's gonna. I don't think Tony Khan's gonna be too affected by tonight. I think I'm overthinking it a little bit there. So I'm going to go Ruby Soho.
Let's do this. Let's give ourselves one match of protection on day of Double or Nothing. If we want to change one match, we can change one.
I don't know. I don't like that. I say we put it all the cards on the
lock
table
them in
right here, right now.
All right, let's just lock them in.
I'll lock it in.
We're playing high stakes right here. Double or nothing, man.
True.
Pun intended.
Yeah, I like it.
It's literally your second reign if it's double or nothing for you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's my first title defense. I gotta put it all on the line. I'm a fighting champion.
So I'm going, and I'm not gonna say why right away because it'll make sense later. I'm going with Britt Baker, and I will say though it's gonna be a clean win. not like they're gonna cheat at points and they're all gonna get thrown out and etc. and so on. But then I think Britt will win.
Okay. All right, cool. So that right now we're almost completely even, just Forrest, going Britt Baker there, which I get it. Excuse me. Next up, we have the mixed trios match: Paige Van Zant, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page versus Ty Conti, Sammy Guevara, and Frankie Kazarian. There is a stipulation for this match that if Sammy and Frankie lose, well, that team loses, then Guevara and Kazarian can never challenge for the TNT title ever again. And we are going to start with me. Perfect. I think that the stipulation is very extreme, and I feel like they would almost be kind of, I don't know, like I think they would have learned their lesson from Cody when Cody put a restriction like that on himself.
Yeah.
It kind of killed his entire run in hindsight. That and the fact that he's a backstabbing piece of shit. I don't know. Like I think that like it adds some weight to it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they lose. But I'm gonna have to go with Ty, Sammy, and Kazarian on this.
Okay.
So Forrest, the floor is yours.
Think I'm gonna go top team, cause
Okay.
It's just Sammy's been in the TNT title pretty much the entire time. I think it's time for him to maybe go for the AEW championship instead. This will kind of force him to do that. And also you have a debut on the other side, and they just got their new title, so they're not gonna make a new title just to give it to Sammy again, So I know it's not for the title, but at the same time, it's like, okay, do you want your champion you kind of just crowned again to lose again? So I'm going with America top team.
All right. So I am also going to go with American Top Team. I got a couple of reasons. Reason number one, it's Paige Van Zant's first match. That's a big score for AEW to land her. She was in the bare knuckle boxing league. She was in UFC. Like she's pretty big out there, in the female modeling world as well. She's on like Sports Illustrateds and stuff like that. So I don't think they would want to give her a loss in her first match, even if someone else took the pin and, she was just kind of there. I do think Top Team's going to win this. And I also think this is going to separate Sammy Guevara from the TNT title. Like people are kind of sick of him being in the mix. I think this is going to separate him from the belt, and send him off to do other things. So, yep, I'm going with American Top Team.
Yeah, you guys aren't making me feel super good about my pick, but I'm gonna obviously I'm already locked in, so it's fine. It is what it is. But all right, cool. So next up, we have the trios match of the Death Triangle versus the House of Black. Forrest, you're up.
This is tough because I want to say House of Black, but they've been winning, and they need to probably take a L. So I'm gonna go with man, I don't know. I feel like Phoenix just came back. I'm not gonna overthink it like I did last time. I'm just gonna go with Death Triangle.
Okay.
But in my heart, I want the House of Black.
Gotcha. Jeff, you're up.
This is a tough one for me, man. This is one of those matches that I love it because I cannot predict this match with any sort of, I have no logic or anything to put behind it. It's been a great story between the two teams so far. If we didn't get the injury to Phoenix, we would probably be a lot farther along in the story, Oh man, I don't know. I got to go with House of Black, particularly just because of the star power of Aleister Black. They need to start doing something with him, or Malachi Black, I'm sorry. They need to start doing something with them just rather than just existing, So I hope this is the beginning of a nice push for them.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm actually going to go with the House of Black as well. I think that Forrest kind of made a really great point about this. That it's a lot of these matches. Like this is not an easy prediction card at all.
No.
It's one of the more. It's probably the most unpredictable AEW pay per view we've seen to date. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with House of Black in this one. I just think that I feel like they're so hot right now. Like I can't pick the Death Triangle. Like it's just
Yeah.
House of Black is so over, and I feel like they were just waiting for excuse me Phoenix to come back, and so we're gonna do this match. It's gonna be an awesome match. I'm predicting it to be completely an awesome match, but yeah, I'm gonna go with House of Black.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Next up, we have Darby Allen versus Kyle O'Reilly, also known as the best filler match of all time. Let's see. We started with Forrest last time, so Jeff, you are up.
All right, so in this match, Darby Allen versus Kyle O'Reilly. I feel like Darby has lost quite a few matches over the past few months / weeks. Kyle's gotten a really good push in his last few months in AEW. I feel like it's time for Darby to get a nice win, especially if they leave Sting off of this and it's just Darby and him. I think it'd be a good time for Darby to get himself a win after a while, so I'm going to go with Darby Allen on this one.
All right. Darby Allen. All right, and now I am also going to pick Darby Allen on this one. I think that it just makes sense. He, obviously he has a reason to get some revenge against Sting, or not against Sting, for Sting.
Yeah.
Um, damn you, Sting.
I'm the
But yeah,
one
no, I'm
drinking, man.
going
Come on.
right. Yeah, I know, right? I'm going Darby Allen on this for that reason.
Has Sting been to Vegas yet at any of the shows?
No, because this is AEW's first Vegas show since the pandemic. So no, Sting has not been to Vegas yet.
Okay. This is probably me overthinking again. I'm going Kyle O'Reilly
Okay.
because I think Sting is going to show up as a surprise. The crowd's going to pop. It's going to distract Darby, and Kyle O'Reilly's going to make him tap.
Okay.
So you think Sting is going to distract Darby and he's going to lose because of Sting?
Yes, I think that's where they're going, because that would further the dissension, because the losing streak that Darby's been on actually makes me think that they would, now he's going to lose at a pay-per-view, and that's going to be like, he's going to blame Sting.
Okay.
I
All right,
mean,
I can understand that.
what I'm thinking is going to happen, I think Darby's going to win, but then there's going to be a beatdown angle with Red Dragon and, maybe someone else, Adam Cole maybe come out. And I think the lights are going to go out. We're going to hear the crows, and I think Sting's going to be up in the rafters and descend like he did way back in the day in WCW. Or we could just get a good match between Darby and Kyle, and that's it.
That too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like because you can also kind of tell the story here,
Oh, absolutely.
Like, because it's something I noticed is that when Sting's been kind of, it messed with some of his masters recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to see if that plays in. So that's why I went with that pick.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta take shots.
Right.
Exactly.
We can't. If we all pick the exact same, then we're not gonna get anywhere. So
This is the real reason you guys invite me, for my wacky ideas.
for the chaos.
He's found us out. We've been had.
Forrest on every prediction show because he comes up with the most random shit.
The hot takes. No, we love you. All right. So next up, another unpredictable match. I feel like I keep getting these rough ones where I go first, but the Young Bucks versus the Hardys. I actually didn't have one penciled in for this yet. All right. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I think the Young Bucks, well, not think, I know the Young Bucks are undefeated at Double or Nothing. And they're talking about it this year. It's been talked about. So, they could do something with that undefeated streak and really put someone over if they, let's say they go a few more Double or Nothings and they're racking up a big an undefeated streak. I could see them really doing the job for like a really up and coming tag team when they're ready to step down. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Young Bucks here. Forrest.
Yeah, I'm going Young Bucks as well. The Hardys can lose and they'll be fine. They're the Hardys.
Yep.
The Young Bucks are also the Young Bucks, but at the same time, think of the Heat. They're heels. They want to keep the heat. Beating everybody's childhood hero, especially after cosplaying as them tonight.
Oh, so good, by the way. So good.
So it's so I think Young Bucks are gonna win. Also, I like your streak idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't even know about the streak.
Yep. They're 3-0 at Double or Nothing.
All right, so I agree with exactly what both you guys said. I think the Bucks take this one. The Hardys can take the L, and they're still just the Hardys. The Bucks are trying to make themselves known as the best tag team of this generation, and Which they are, absolutely. FTR is right there with them, but
I love FTR, man, but Young Bucks are the greatest tag team of all time. It is what
What
it
about
is.
the next time they do Young Bucks FTR again?
Oof, man, that's gonna be good. But yep, I'm gonna go with the Bucks as well.
All right, cool. Got a straight flush there. There you go. That's good. That makes me feel good because I'm kind of 50-50 on it. So I could see them wanting to go for the crowd pleaser of having the Hardys win, but we'll see what happens. All right. TBS title, Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay. Forrest, tell me why you think Jade Cargill is winning this match.
The shit, Tony. No. Because Jade, it's Jade. There's no. Like, that's just a horrible. Like, I like Anna Jay. I like that it removes the Queen Slayer. It's cool. She's 99, the great one. No. Like, it's Jade. Like, it's Jade. Because it's Jade. That's my reason. Because it's Jade. I would be like, what? Are you serious? If Anna Jay's the one to beat Jade.
Yeah. I mean, without some shenanigans, I would be blown away if there were no shenanigans in Anna one. What?
Yep. So you're going Jade as well, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also going Jade Cargill. I mean, I don't know why it's Anna Jay in this position, especially considering that Jade's already beaten Anna Jay for the title. I would have picked somebody new. That's just me. I think that Statlander is up next, and I think Statlander will beat her. But this one feels like a real last minute decision to put Jade on the card, which I'm all for. But I don't know.
Now I kind of want to jump in here because this doesn't seem like Tony. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something going on with this match that we haven't quite put our finger on yet. I'm wondering if we're going to get some sort of an angle where before the match we see Anna Jay laid out backstage, or, what happened to Anna Jay and we get a replacement somehow or something. Like, it just doesn't seem like Tony to throw a match like this in there. So I'm wondering if he has some sort of idea of something's going to happen, but might just be wishful thinking.
I don't know.
It could be a debut, or it could be something like Jade doesn't squash her, but beats her fairly quickly. And just like, what was the point of that? I want a real opponent. Anybody in Vegas want to fight me? It could be one of those too.
Yeah.
And then if she loses that because her attitude and her hubris costs her the title, that's a good way to end a streak.
Yeah,
And whoever that is, made.
Yep.
Yeah, it could definitely go that way. I do feel though that I think that this is just them trying to make Jade look dominant on pay-per-view. She's very popular, so they just wanted to make her fit her on the card.
Yeah,
And
true.
I definitely think this is because something, Forrest, that we've talked about on the podcast over the last month or two was that a lot of TV time has been kind of chewed up because of the Owen tournament. So a lot of storylines have been kind of pushed to the wayside.
Yeah.
And I think that this is just them like, we really want to get Jade on TV. We really want to get Jade on pay-per-view. We didn't have time to build up a feud because of the tournaments. Here's Jade versus Anna Jay.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, we'll
We
see.
shall see. All right, next up, we have the other Owen Hart tournament final. Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. Jeff, what do you got?
All right, Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole.
Baby.
Baby. This is a tough one for me because I am a absolutely massive Adam Cole fan. Got a card with his autograph and a chunk of his t-shirt right above my head right now. Met the guy. He was one of the nicest dudes I've ever met. But Samoa Joe is a monster, and everybody is picking Samoa Joe on Twitter. But I think Adam Cole's going to pull this one off. Considering that I did not pick Britt for the other Owen Hart winner, I do think Adam is going to win this one. I was kind of waiting till this prediction to say this. I don't think that they're going to make both of them win, and I don't think that they're going to have both of them lose. So I think it's going to be Adam with a win and Britt with a loss, maybe. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm at Adam Cole, baby.
You know, you're saying that like everyone's picking Samoa Joe to win, and I just gotta say that's not true. I am picking Adam Cole to win this.
Right.
I think that, I mean, look, like I love Samoa Joe, and I like obviously Joe can't stay undefeated forever. I think this is going to be a high marquee match that it's okay for Joe to lose. And I also have another prediction for this match that we'll get into later.
Okay.
But so, yes, I see Adam Cole winning this match and winning the Owen tournament.
All right.
Yeah.
Forrest?
Adam Cole, baby. And this is actually, so kind of what Jeff was saying. I think they are going to do a king and queen gimmick kind of thing. Oh, we're both the winners. Because, like, they don't have something, but they're at that popularity where they should have something. So,
Yeah.
and it's a way to kind of not, like, it's kind of like, it's almost like a championship, but not. It's like, hey, like, he'll be like, I'm the Owen Hart. Like, I can see the heel promos out of this man's mouth. And same thing with Britt being like, we are the champions. We both did, because he wanted an undisputed elite whatever tournament, right? So who's to say he wasn't also talking about Britt,
You make a good point, especially considering that rumor has it that there were belts made for the winners instead of trophies. And from what
that's even more of a reason, because they need. I didn't know that, so that even locks me in deeper.
From what I heard is they're identical belts, but one is black for the men's and one is pink for the women's. So they would look really good with them on their shoulders walking around together. I got to admit that.
And I think they're kind of going to do like a riff on a king and queen gimmick kind of thing. Like, I just won King of the Ring kind of situation.
Can I switch Ruby Soho over to Britt? No.
Well, number one, I would also like to do that, but number two, we're locked in Double or Nothing, so no.
Nope. Yep, we're good.
Because I actually was thinking about it as we've been going on too, and I don't know if I like my pick all of a sudden, but we'll see what happens.
Yep, we'll see.
All right. Next up, we have the three-way dance for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We have Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus defending against Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, also versus Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. I believe this is my pick, correct?
Yes.
Yes, me first. Okay. I think that there is a great chance that Christian Cage turns heel here and betrays them.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I think that there's a plan for the World Tag Team Championship, and it doesn't happen here. I'm picking Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus to retain the titles. I think, again, Jeff and I talked last week about a plan for that I think would be really cool for the tag titles, and I think they're going to do that at Forbidden Door. So, yes, I am picking Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus to retain here.
All right.
Forrest,
What is this plan that you guys are referring to at Forbidden Door? If I may be privy to this information.
So we were talking at on the last podcast, the Dynamite review on Wednesday. There was a promo that kind of implied that FTR and Roppongi Vice would like to kind of pursue all of the tag team championships, and by all I mean the Ring of Honor, the AAA, which FTR holds both of, and the New Japan, the IWGP titles, and the AEW tag team titles. So I pitched the idea at Forbidden Door to have this huge multi-team tag team title match. All titles are on the line. Winner takes all, where FTR walks out with 4 tag team championships.
Oh.
And that's what I think is going to happen. And so that's what I feel. So I don't see a point in Jurassic Express dropping the belts here just to drop them in a month. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know, but at the same time, the Christian Cage swerve or turn is coming. So if that happens here, there's a chance they lose the belts. So again, I keep going first on these matches that I think are real toss-ups, but I'm going to go with the champs retaining here because, yeah, that's because. That's why. Forrest is up to you.
Okay. Thank you for filling me in. So I don't think Christian Cage is going to turn until they lose the titles. I think that's going to be the spin-off solo feud for Jungle Boy. Yeah, as soon as they lose the title, he's going to snap, be like, you're a disappointment, go full heel, which is going to be great to watch. And Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage. Let's go. Can't wait. Next pay-per-view.
Yeah, completely agree with you.
So I don't know about that Forbidden Door match. I think the multiple series of matches to claim all the titles is the better product on all of for everybody. Why take all the titles at once when you can get them, get them one by one in hard fought matches to reach this level of magnitude that no one's ever reached before. So, but I would love to see that because nobody's ever done that. Winner takes all at that. But I think Jungle. My heart wants to say Keith Lee and Swerve because this can kind of get the titles off of Jungle Boy so that they can start doing some stuff and also kind of let the tag team division just kind of be the tag team division because they kind of haven't been. It feels very different now than what it did with Penta and Phoenix, So I'm very torn here. I'm gonna go with champion retention.
Okay.
I want Keith Lee and Swerve, but I'll go with champion retention.
So both you guys have said the champions are going to retain, huh?
Yeah, but I feel like you're gonna buck that trend here.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going Starks and Hobbs here. It is absolutely time to make Ricky Starks more of a star than he is at the moment. And nobody knows what the hell that FTW title is. Nobody cares about it, as far as I know. It's time to strap.
Sir, as a Philly fan, I know what that title means.
I know what it means, but it doesn't make sense, man. It's an orange belt with the FTW letters on it. Like, unless you're from the area, it's just like, what is that? I get
Jeff,
it, but
you don't make sense, Jeff.
But yep, I'm going Ricky Starks and Big Willie Hobbs, man. I think they're gonna take it. I think it's time to get the belts off of Jurassic Express. I think it's time to have a heel tag team with the belts again. So, yep, Starks and Hobbs.
All right, we'll see what happens.
If Keith Lee and Swerve win, nobody gets a point.
Nope.
No, not at all. But I'll say this, if Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus were to lose, I would pick Swerve and Keith Lee. I
Yeah.
would not pick. I think that you are correct that Starks has like a unlimited amount of star power to him. I don't know if the tag team championship is where I want to put a guy who I would consider brimming with star power right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would move him on to the TNT title personally.
That's
I
exactly
agree.
what I was about to say. I was like, I'd rather actually see him go against Scorpio as a face because they're
Yeah.
kind of just there now because Taz doesn't really come out with them anymore. So they're doing heel stuff, but at the same time, it's like they could easily switch to babyface.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that
They're
in
closer
AEW,
to they're like very close to the line, but still on the heel side.
and then also I think Jeff has a little bit of Fed fan syndrome, if you would, where I think like AEW does not use its tag team division as a prop up to move up single stars.
No,
The tag teams are stars in their own right. And if this was WWE, you would be correct in your prediction that they would put the belt on Starks and Hobbs.
yeah.
That being said, thank the Lord, this is not WWE, and I don't think they would do that. So, but it's okay. That's your pick. It's locked in. It's written
Yeah.
down, pen to pad. It is what it is. All right. Next up, we have the Anarchy in the Arena match. The Jericho Appreciation Society versus Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Santana Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston. And then this is Jeff. Yes, Jeff, the floor is yours, sir.
Oh man. I don't know. This is another extremely tough one to pick the winner of. You feel like we should be like, look, the Blackpool Combat Club, they're a bunch of animals. They're all violent as hell. They should kick the living crap out of the Jericho Appreciation Society. But, Jericho is one of the most powerful wizards we know at the moment. So I'm going to have to go with the Jericho Appreciation Society to win this one.
He's a wizard.
You're a wizard, Chris. I'm a what? Yeah, I'm up next, and I 100% agree with this. I think that this is a JAS win, setting up for a future match, a match that may feature blood, and it may feature guts, and it may feature 2 rings inside of a cage. And you know what? If we're lucky, it may also just happen to include an unnecessary amount of picture-in-picture commercial breaks.
An unnecessary amount.
I hate the picture so much.
You know they're going to do Blood and Guts on free TV, and it's going to be a picture-in-picture fest. Unfortunately.
I'm going to have a bad time. Like, it's going to be great, but I'm going to have a bad time.
Yeah, I'm excited. To sum me up, I'm expecting this to be fucking wild and just be awesome, but I feel like the JS is going to kind of squeak one out here.
Yeah.
Via some sort of thing where they're like, no, we need, blood and guts.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you guys. I think JAS, you guys kind of sold me. So this is the perk of going last.
Right.
You guys kind of sold me. And yes, also because we need that promo of William Regal going, war. Wait, oh yeah, that was the other one. Blood and guts,
Yes, his lordship.
That was good.
So we need that promo, and that they have to do it for the meme alone. But also, yeah, I think they win here because neither Eddie Kingston and Santana Ortiz will be fine, and Blackpool Combat Club will be fine. JAS needs a win, I would say, more than them, because like And definitely super heel means like maybe they have a sports entertainment referee, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, right. What's Earl Hebner doing?
That's what
Oh,
I was
Earl
just
Hebner.
thinking. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all in agreement on that one. Next up, we have Maxwell Jacob Griedmann versus Wardlow. In this stipulation of this match, if Wardlow loses, he can never sign a contract with All Elite Wrestling. If Wardlow wins, he's granted release from his contract with MJF. All right, so I'm going first here, and I think this is a slam dunk, easy win with Wardlow winning this one. So we've been talking over the months on the podcast and also texting Forrest, but like they have created a fucking star with Wardlow. We are at the end stage of this creation of said star, and I think MJF can absolutely afford to eat this loss. Whether you want to think about the contract situation as a work or a shoot, if it's a work and he's just getting heat, he's going to be the world champion in a few years anyway, so he'll be fine. And if it's a shoot where he really is going to leave for the Fed in 2024, then it makes no sense for MJF to go over here at all. Make stars while you have MJF. So, yeah, I'm going Wardlow here. They're going to create a star. He's going to destroy MJF with a powerbomb symphony, and then he's going to sign. And then after the show, we're going to get the All Elite graphic with Wardlow.
Let's go.
And now it's your turn, Forrest.
Yeah, Wardlow. You know how long I'm waiting to hear that damn song? I work out to his theme song, and not hearing it on AEW kills me. And
Actually, sorry, go ahead.
I love his theme song. But also at the same time, that chant of just Wardlow. Like, again, easy. Wardlow. 10 billion %. Like, how could you not? Like, you need,
Yeah, he needs the win.
just power bomb Max into the center of the earth, please. Thank you.
Yes. Jeff?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to stick to my, going against you guys here. I am actually choosing MJF in this one. I don't know exactly how it's gonna happen, but I see something to the effect of MJF getting a some sort of weird quick victory, and then getting destroyed afterwards. So MJF is still gonna get his win, but then the crowd is still gonna be happy because Wardlow is still gonna get his comeuppance on him. I don't know how it's gonna work out with the whole contract thing, but I just, for whatever reason, I don't see Wardlow winning this. I feel like it's too much of a, it's the ball's a foot from the hole. It's too easy of a putt. I don't know.
Okay.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too. But then I also remembered last predictions where I overthought everything. So I was like, nope, I'm just going for the easy shot.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, sometimes you gotta take the slam dunk, man.
Well, who was MJF's first thing with? It was with Chris Jericho, right?
His first feud?
Yeah.
No, it was with Cody.
Okay, and did he wind up winning or losing that feud?
He won that feud.
Okay, and then he went with Jericho, and did he wind up winning or losing that feud?
I mean, he beat Jericho three times, and Jericho only beat him once.
And made him tap.
That's right.
Yeah, but Jericho beat him the last time.
Yeah.
And then he feuded with Punk.
And he lost that one.
He lost that. Well, but did he, though? Because he won more matches than Punk did.
True.
Punk just won the last one. He also beat Jungle Boy in a feud during the pandemic era.
True. I was just kind of thinking, like, his last couple feuds, MJF has lost. So I'm like, man, I don't think he can take another loss in a whole feud. But I don't know. I just I feel like it's time for him to win one of these.
This is the loss he deserves more than any loss he's
True.
gotten.
True.
Yeah. Well, I also think that it's quite I mean, again, the prediction's set in stone, but I would say that we shouldn't assume that this is a one-off match.
Agreed.
I'll just say that.
Agreed.
Anyways, all right, moving forward, not backwards. AEW Women's World Championship. Thunder Rosa defending against Serena Deeb. And then I believe this is Forrest going first. Yes, Forrest, go ahead.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Rosa. Like, you know.
Yep. To me, this is the only predictable match on the card. 100% predictable. I don't see any shenanigans going on. Rosa.
All right, yeah, and I completely agree as well. I think this is a pretty easy one. I think Thunder Rosa is going to retain.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, do we want to do the bonuses before the final, or do we want to do the main event first?
Let's do the main event first, and then we'll do the bonuses after.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have the AEW World Heavyweight Championship on the line in the main event. Hangman Adam Page will defend his world title against the best in the world, CM Punk. Jeff, the floor is yours, sir.
Well, you just said it, the best in the world. He's not going to lose. He's the best in the world, man. I got CM Punk standing tall.
Okay. Forrest, I'm gonna let you go first. Or second. You can jump over me. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Y'all about to be mad. He's not losing. Punk is losing. Hangman's not losing this one.
Okay.
They just started telling this new story.
Yeah.
I think this is what makes. I don't think he wins here. I think Punk loses. Hangman beats him, and he starts to spiral. He's like, "Oh, I did all the good stuff," and Hangman continues to bring up that stuff he mentioned, like the backstage diva stuff. You know that Punk's being a diva, essentially. And that this and that, and just keeps going and going until Punk does turn heel, and then he beats him.
Okay. So you're picking Hangman.
I'm going Hangman for Double or Nothing.
Okay. All right.
Retention.
Right. So this is a really beautiful card in a sense, like we said earlier, that it's really unpredictable, and I think that there's a real beauty to this main event, that it is definitely probably one of the most unpredictable matches in the history of AEW. I think that it definitely makes sense for either way to work. I definitely see a reality that makes sense where Hangman wins, and I see a reality that makes sense where CM Punk wins. And I have said since day one of this feud, day one of CM Punk going on this singles run, that I am 1,000,000% behind CM Punk. And that is not changing. This is a really huge match for the CM Punk fans and for CM Punk himself. You know, it has a lot of value. It's super important. The guy left pro wrestling and he was gone for 7 years, and you know, a lot of the CM Punk diehards, myself included, you know, we didn't know if he was really coming back. You know, AEW gets created and they're talking about, you know, CM Punk. You know, we're talking about CM Punk constantly over that first 2.5 years of AEW. And, you know, Punk said it in a promo himself where he was just kind of like, you know, this house was built by the talent that was here, but they used the logs from the trees that I chopped down. The road was paved, the road that these AEW guys go down. You know, and yes, I'm going super deep into it and super long, and it's an extremely important match for me. That I am 100,000,000% behind CM Punk for. No matter what my head says, my heart's gonna go with Punk, and yeah, CM Punk is going to win the world championship. I don't know if he's going to turn heel by the end of the night. I don't know how that's going to go necessarily. Would I be surprised? No, I think that Hangman Page was definitely doing some looking to the future storytelling in his promo on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going with CM Punk.
Yeah. Some if you followed his career, all of Punk's title reigns have started and gone the same. He starts as a heel, or I'm sorry, he starts as a face, and then slowly turns into a heel while he's champion. So that's another reason I think he's winning here. I think it's time for him to slowly start to turn heel a little bit. They started planting those seeds of, Hangman's like, you're an asshole backstage. And if you think about it, Eddie Kingston calls him an asshole. There's like 6 or 7 different people backstage that have called him an asshole. So I feel like they've been planting the seeds of that,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, I don't know which way they're going to go with it. They could do that. They could go the other way and just have him be the babyface champion for a little while before they do it. But yeah, this is a really important match to me as a fan. And I want to see Punk win it, and I plan on buying every single piece of CM Punk merchandise I get my hands on if he wins it. Yeah. It's just it's just you get invested in these guys. You follow their careers for years, and when Punk left, I was back in 2013 or whatever it was, I was devastated. It was really upsetting to me, and it was definitely the beginning of the end for my time as a fan of WWE. And when he came back, I was just so grateful that this is all extra. He 7 years out of the ring, came back and put on 5-star matches. In my opinion, the best work he's ever done is in AEW. But yeah, this is a super important match for me, and I'm gonna follow Punk to the end of the line.
Yeah, I agree. Super important for me too. Another thing I want to throw out there for this match is the Dynamite after Double or Nothing is going to be a big deal with Warner executives there to celebrate with Tony Khan. And they're going to be there watching the show. I don't think you could have a bigger pop than the Dynamite after CM Punk wins the title, start the show with his music, and he comes out with the belt.
And that's also why I don't think they do the heel turn on Sunday either. I think that they're going to let it marinate for a little bit. They want to give Punk the chance to have at least a little bit of a run as a babyface.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once like Punk loves being a heel. Once you let him be a heel, like he's not going back. So like no, I mean seriously, like I think I really wouldn't be surprised if the rest of Punk's reign or his time in AEW after he turns is him as a heel. He's always loved being a heel. He's made it very well known. He loves it.
Yep.
How long, if I can ask real quick, how long has Paige's reign been?
Paige won it back in November.
So he'd be the shortest reign if he lost.
No, I think he passed Jericho.
Yeah, he passed Jericho.
Okay.
And that being said, like I also think that there is a plan for Hangman Adam Page, which would make sense for him moving on. I think this buildup has been very Punk's in Hangman's head. If we're going outside of what my heart's telling me, because I've been saying a lot about what I feel, but in terms of my head, I would say that this feud has been built up in a way where Punk is clearly in control on a mental level, where he's in these promos, he's like, I got you right where I want you. Like he has Hangman overreacting, he has Hangman taking blows, and Punk's just like, I don't know why you're so upset, man. I'm just taking it personal, or I'm taking it, it's just business. And like the more he does that, the more Hangman gets upset. So I think that like even in the storyline wise, I'm getting, the way I read it is that Hangman is way too emotional in this match, and it's going to end up costing him.
Possible.
Well,
plus, I think future storylines, which we'll get to, could require Hangman's attention.
Yep.
Well, I get that as well. But yeah, based on my current information, I think that the Punk Hangman feud should be the feud that makes Hangman's reign and also ends it. But not at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just funny. If Punk wins this match or wins this title, I know you won't be here for us, but Jeff will be here, and if we remember that crying CM Punk, I might cry. Like there's a good chance that I might get really emotional if Punk wins this
you know what? As I want that for both of you, but also I want that championship, so I'm going with Hangman.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. Yeah, I got you. I understand. But yeah, so that is our predictions. Now we have 2 bonuses, which can give you a point for each bonus that you get correct. The first up is how many tables will be broken at this pay-per-view? I believe this is me. I will go first, and I am going to tell you that there will be 4 broken tables during this show. Forrest?
6.
6.
Well, that
All right,
seems
Jeff?
kind of perfect. I was going with 5.
All right. Now I forget. Do we do the Price is Right rule? Like if it's under 4, it's me, and if it's over 6, it's Forrest, or are we just all or nothing?
That's a tough one because I don't have the option to go under or over.
Okay. You know what? You're right. That's fine. It's
Dead on
double
or nobody
nothing.
gets it.
Yeah, dead on or
Yeah,
nothing.
Double or nothing. Let's do it. All right. And then the final bonus that I have drawn up for us is debuts and returns. You got one guy you can pick, one guy or girl that you could pick to re-debut or to debut at this show. And Jeff, you are first.
All right. So I'm actually going to throw another one of these in here at the end. I want to see if we can do any prediction for a Forbidden Door entry by any chance. So we'll do that after. So for a debut or return, I am predicting that the Garganos, plural, Johnny and Candice, show up to confront Adam Cole and Britt Baker. I'm already considering my Ruby Soho pick a loss. I do believe Britt is going to win that now. Once he said this king and queen thing, my brain just was like, yep, that's what's happening. So I am predicting Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae show up to confront both of Adam Cole and Britt Baker after they win their matches.
Okay. All right. I definitely see that as viable, but I have this idea. Forbidden Door is coming up, so hear me out.
Yep.
Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. As you know, I've picked Adam Cole to win this match. I think we all did. Yeah, we all did. Adam Cole wins the match. He's celebrating. He's won the Owen tournament. He has the mic in his hands. This match goes on after all of the other elite matches. And he has the whole elite out there with him, and they're celebrating. And he's like, the Undisputed Elite is the top of pro wrestling. And he's like, and I'm the leader of this faction. And then out comes Kenny, by God, Omega. And we kick off this elite storyline that we've been waiting for. And Kenny Omega returns. And yeah, that's what I have. I think that also sets up for Forbidden Door pay-per-view. It obviously sets up for the elites, the storyline that'll go over the summer. I think again we want to have Hangman Adam Page freed up for this storyline. So I think it all kind of comes together where Elite Civil War happens. And we need Kenny for that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oof.
And Forrest?
Oof. I like both of these.
What
a
you
lot.
got?
Like honestly, I actually think both are gonna happen.
Nice.
Yeah, I also think that both are very likely.
Can my answer be that both are gonna happen?
If you want to say that, you'll get the point, but it has to happen where all 3 debut.
Well, hey,
so
this
if
is.
I say that, wait. So, if I say that, I want to ask a question. If I say that, and if I double down on that, do I get 2 points?
Yeah.
No, you get 1 point.
No, I think he should. It's double or nothing. If he's given 2 answers.
It's literally the pay-per-view. I am doing double or nothing.
But you don't get the option of only getting 1 point. It's 2 or nothing.
Correct. It's 2 or nothing. It's thematic. Champion, will you allow it?
I'll tell you what. I'll allow it, but it's high stakes. So if it all happens, you get double the points. You get 2 points. Yes. But if you don't get the 2 points, you'll lose a point.
I lose a point.
Okay.
Look, champions rule. I'll allow it, but that's again double or nothing, man. This isn't double or same score. It's
I know. So for me, I will get 2 points if Gargano.
Both the Garganos
show up.
and Kenny Omega.
And I will get a point. So if those 3 show up,
Yep.
And I'm not saying where. I'm just saying if those 3 show up,
Yeah.
I get 2 points. And if I get it, if all 3 do not show up, I lose a point.
Correct.
I'll take your deal.
That is fair to me as well.
Right.
I like it.
Let's go.
Champion agrees.
Imagine if I win because of that. Imagine if I win because of this.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine if you lose because of it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
He's a gambling man.
Double or nothing.
I'm here for double or nothing. Now. I'm here to be thematic. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm all in, man.
All in? No, that's the other pay-per-view.
All right.
Oh, yeah, right.
So we all got one in there, right?
Yep.
All right. So let's do mine here. One prediction of someone or something that gets set up for Forbidden Door. And to give you guys a little bit easier of an idea, I'll go first. I think after CM Punk wins and holds up the title, I think over on the Jumbotron, we start to see a slot machine go, and we start to hear coins drop, and we hear Okada's music. And I think we get Kazuchika Okada versus CM Punk at Forbidden Door.
Okay. I'm going to go with... hold on. So you're kind of dropping this on me, so let me think for a second.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see the IWGP Tag Team Champions after the Tag Team Championship match, which I believe are the Bullet Club right now.
There you go.
So we will see members of the Bullet Club.
That's a good one.
Pay-per-view.
Good? My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, your turn.
I think the reason that I think who we're going to get, and this actually will make sense, is that Naito's going to show up and go after Mox in the middle of the match.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because that match hasn't happened, right? And he keeps saying Naito keeps dodging me.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one. Naito's going to show up because that's the match. It was probably Mox in the back being like, dude, I want to fight Naito. Are we doing this? Can we do like this joint thing?
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they'd agree to it. So I think that's a piece of why the pay-per-view even exists.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. Also, I think we get Punk versus Kenta, not Punk versus Okada. Personally, just gonna say that.
The only reason I don't think that happens is I don't want to sound like rude to Kenta or anything, but like I don't care about that match. I really don't. Just because they both used the go to sleep, whatever.
Yeah, but I think there's definitely other guys you could make an argument for Okada, like maybe like Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's going to Stardom here soon too. That's going to be wild.
Well, that's another thing. Naito might not be the only one that shows up.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It could be Okada to go after Danielson. They're all in the same match.
Yeah. I just think in the Forbidden Door,
that could actually be where they set up most of their stuff is like a not an invasion angle, but like just messing with that match, and that's why the JAS wins.
Yeah.
Because they take out essentially they end up taking out Mox and Danielson, and then all that's left is it turns into a 3v5 again, and that's how they lose.
Yeah, I just see, you want to put your two biggest stars against each other, and it would easily be Punk and Okada would be the two biggest stars in each organization. I can see the reasoning behind the Kenta match, obviously. They've actually had some beef for a long time now, but I don't think that just them having beef would be reason enough to put them in this, but it's possible.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Naito Mox.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Do we have any other bonuses we want to add on, Forrest? Are there any bonuses that we didn't cover that this is an even battlefield?
Oh yeah, everyone kind of brought one. I didn't.
Do you want to? You don't have to. If you have something cool. If not, whatever.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me think. I didn't know I was bringing one on.
I could talk about CM Punk for another hour if you need me to.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that.
All right, cool. Why not? This is again, like, not to tread old ground, not just trying to buy time, but fuck, man, this Punk match is so important to me.
Ugh.
Like, this match is everything for me. I would buy a pay-per-view just to see this match. Like, I'm gonna lose it if Punk wins this. Like if
Oh,
it
yeah.
happens, dude, I'm gonna be freaking out. Like I'm glad that it's a holiday weekend and the wife doesn't have work the next day because I'm gonna be loud as fuck if CM Punk wins this fucking match. I
For
don't care
real.
if it's at 12:30 because it's gonna run late because of the NBA. I don't know. Jeff, can you actually look up and see if they forced Game 7 for the Heat and Celtics real quick?
Oh.
So we'll know if they're gonna go late. Because if that game goes to Game 7, then they're gonna go late on Sunday. But excuse me. Yeah, this is a
Game
great
6
card.
is
Probably one of the
still
best pay-per-view cards they've done.
sorry. Game 6 is still going on as we speak, so we will find out soon.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep looking at it. I mean, Tony Khan said that he decided to, instead of adding 3 matches to the pre-show like he did last pay-per-view, which was awesome to get a free hour of wrestling before the pay-per-view. He's just going to let the pay-per-view card run longer. I think the Darby match and the Jade match, I think those matches were going to be pre-show matches originally, but then they got bumped to the main card for the sake of letting the pay-per-view run longer. But no,
Okay, I got one.
All right, go for it.
How many turns, so heel face turns, are we going to see in the night?
That's a good one.
And so I guess that's my question. I'll go first.
Let me write this down real quick. I mean, you can start, but yeah, I'm going to write it down real quick.
I'm going to say we're going to see 1 turn, and I think it's Darby.
Darby Allen?
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was his prediction.
Because of Sting.
All right, I'm gonna go with 2. I don't know who the second one's gonna be, but I see
just how many?
I see Christian Cage going.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Let's see. Let me look over this card real quick because I don't know. Like
We got Hookhausen, Ruby Britt.
No, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. No. I don't know because again, like I see the argument for Christian Cage. If this is where Christian Cage turns and they lose the titles, that is a turn. But the problem is I don't think that's happening tonight.
I don't think it happens in the match. I think it happens after the match. After they lose, he's disappointed with Jungle Boy again.
Yeah, you can also say 0.
No, I know. Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say 1.
Okay.
I'm going to say 1 along with Forrest. I think that if there is this is me covering my ass if CM Punk turns heel. So yeah, I'm going to go with 1 because I don't like if I could look into the future and just see the results and see that Jungle Boy Luchasaurus lose, then I would go 2 here and say Christian Cage turns heel. But I just don't think this is the teams to drop it to. I think FTR is going to be the next tag team champions. I really do think that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with 1 here. It's going to be 1. It's going to be Punk if I get the 1. And I'll even do you one better. This isn't for points or anything, but I'll say this. I think that we get FTR versus Jurassic Express on Dynamite on Wednesday for the AEW Tag Team Championships, where FTR wins and Christian snaps.
Okay.
That happens Wednesday.
That'd be fun.
All right.
But okay, cool. Awesome. I think we're wrapped up here. This is going to be a really great pay-per-view. Unfortunately for us, wish you could join us, but you decided to get married on Double or Nothing weekend. So
Yup.
Game over, man.
I remember last year when he got married, Jeff. I don't know if I told this story, Jeff, but he got married, and I was like, this motherfucker really got married on Double or Nothing weekend. Like he's never going to be over for any Double or Nothing pay-per-view ever.
At some point, you were like, "I'm happy for you," but
yeah, I was like, what? That's why I didn't mention it at the time. Like, it wasn't until like a year later, this year, where I was like,
"Wait a minute."
Yeah, it's a thing, man. It is a thing.
You know what's funny? I didn't realize it until like 2 months ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
See, I think one of these years you got to like make a deal with the wife where it's like, hey, look, we're gonna celebrate a week early or a week late. And you'll still celebrate, absolutely. Like it's not don't celebrate,
I don't know how I did it, man, or I don't know who did it or what did it, but out of nowhere, the wife started watching AEW with me, She tried to watch WWE and she hates it, like despises it, like you do.
Yeah, no way.
And now she wants to go to every show in the area. So I'm like, bro, just try to do what happened to me, man. Make her like wrestling.
I'm like
Let's
that.
go.
Hearing you say that, I'm like that meme where it's like, oh no. Anyway,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, wait, you mean that the Fed puts on a bad product and new fans don't want to watch it? No.
Whoa.
She's literally
Shut
like,
the
what
fuck
is
up.
this?
No
She's
way.
like, this is so bad.
And yet, young Jeffrey watches it still.
Oh, it's rare. I watch it just to see certain things. I want to know what happened.
I know. I just give you a hard time. I tease.
I know. I deserve it.
You do deserve it.
All right, man. We'll go ahead and close this out.
All right. Well, this has been episode 39 of the Broken Tables podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving us a like and subscribe or follow, depending on where you find us. Thank you for listening to us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. You can follow us on Twitter at Broken Table Show or on Facebook and Instagram at the Broken Tables Podcast. We go live on YouTube following every single AEW Dynamite, Rampage, and even pay-per-views. Double or Nothing is on Sunday. The predictions are in. Tune in post-show to see who won the title. It will be me. By the end of the night, CM Punk and I will both be celebrating our title wins.
Those 2 points are gonna get me over.
You know, Jeff, I kind of wish that Jeff had picked Adam Page because I really wanted it to be like me and CM Punk versus the world, but it's fine. It is what it is. Like, it would have been all the sweeter if he wins it, and that like pushes me over the top.
Right.
But regardless, yep. Hope everyone enjoys Double or Nothing. It's going to be an awesome pay-per-view. Like I said, be here right after the pay-per-view. Jeff and I will be live, reacting, reviewing, and going over the predictions. We hope to see you then. See you guys later.
Bye.
Right on, Forrest. You have yourself a great night, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Right on. Top guys out.